But I would say you have to go the extra mile. You have to provide staging. You have to provide follow-up. You have to provide communication after the fact. If there's a hiccup, you have to be able to overcome it. And how do you set that precedence before they've even signed on with you? It is difficult. And that's where referral-based business comes into play.
Welcome to High Trust Professionals, a podcast where we interview top industry and community leaders, business owners, and entrepreneurs from across the country. Hear what it takes to build trust, be a respected leader, be productive, and win your day. Sit back and relax as we dive into another episode of High Trust Professionals podcast.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining High Trust Professionals podcast. I am your host, Lynette Arrasmith, and you are tuning into the right episode if you want to hear a fantastic story from my friend Julie Tartaglia, who is a rock star real estate professional, but she's also an amazing business owner and entrepreneur. Julie,
wow.
Welcome.
Thanks, Lynette.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And so we are actually at an establishment that Julie owns, and it's called West End Cocktails and Appetizers in Elkhorn, Nebraska. And so you might hear a little background music. It's because we've got a party going on, people. Woo! Woo! And so,
we should toast.
First and foremost.
Yes.
Now we can get started.
Now it will be more smooth.
It'll be more smooth. No pun intended with the martinis. Okay, so
yes,
tell everyone who you are, what you do. Give us just a little bit of your story.
Okay. I am Julie Tartaglia.
Yes.
It's a mouthful. Tartaglia. I do that a few times a day. I've had my license since 2008. Great time to get in the business. And hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Found my niche.
Yes.
I was a full-service salon owner before that for 25 years.
Time out. Say that again. You did what? And say it louder. Speak up, girl.
I owned a full-service salon with 18 people for...
Wow.
Yeah. But then that industry changed. The dynamic was getting different.
Yes.
And a client of mine was a real estate brokerage manager.
Yeah.
And asked her, hey, do you think I would be good at real estate? And she said, you have a book of business.
Absolutely.
Yes, you'd be good. Yeah. And luckily, I followed her to her brokerage. And then I had a wonderful mentor, Corky Grimes.
Wait,
who you know well.
Wait a minute.
Corky Grimes. And Eva.
What?
I know.
Who? Corky Grimes?
Yep. They're in the house.
I think Corky and Eva are in that. Corky.
Come over, Corky.
Come here, Corky. Come here,
You're
Corky.
my mentor.
Come here. So Corky Grimes actually mentored both of us when we got into the real estate business.
And he said when I started with him as my mentor, you remind me just like Lynette. So,
and I heard nothing other than you should meet Julie, who is so like you.
Alike. We are alike.
And and you know what? We become friends and we have fun together, and
he's got a good track record. We've both done okay.
We have done okay.
So everybody needs to mentor with Corky Grimes.
Everybody needs a Corky and an Eva Grimes. That's right. Well, we're happy they're here.
Yes.
They won't come on the side of the camera. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so from my seat, I will tell you that it's been fun to, from afar, because in 2008, interestingly enough, as you were transitioning into real estate, I was transitioning over to mortgage lending. So having been in real estate for 15 years, now mortgage lending for probably 15 years, it's been fun to be on the dark side of the transaction, but to watch you grow, really, in all those years has been amazing. So good job.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, good job.
It was a good fit. I wish I would have done it years before.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh, it was a great fit. So aside from that, let's talk about other things that someone might not know about you.
Okay.
So before you did hair.
I didn't do hair. I did nails. It was
before you did nails.
I was on the side of the manicure table listening to everybody's drama.
Oh my gosh.
Counseling.
Oh my God. Okay.
Which is kind of like in real estate.
Oh, it's exactly.
You're a counselor.
Lie down on my sofa. Tell me more.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. Before that.
We digress. Yeah.
What was your first part-time job ever?
I was a bean walker.
Oh, really? Like, did
What do you mean? It was a good job.
I mean, back in the day, I
Yeah.
remember my friends. I grew up in La Vista, Nebraska. They say What did you do with corn?
Detassel.
Thank you.
I did not do that. I was a bean walker.
You were a bean?
Well, okay, I was raised in a town of 600 people, and there aren't a lot of jobs in towns of 600 people, and so we walked beans. I don't even know if they do that anymore.
I don't
But we
know
had this
either.
like tool that had a hook at the end, and you just walk.
What do you
came
do?
out wet and muddy, and we didn't have. There were no pods for your ears.
Oh, yeah.
So we had a transistor radio
Oh,
that
my
one of us
gosh.
carried
Oh,
on a strap so
my
we could have a
gosh.
radio, AM radio, while we were
Okay.
getting weeds out of fields.
Okay, but
Yeah.
but on a serious note,
That was serious.
I'm sure Michael's going to tell us to speak up. We got to
Okay.
speak up.
Okay.
But on a
Okay.
serious note, what a great work ethic. I mean, really, great work ethic. You know, that's hard work.
Yes.
Yeah.
An early morning, wet
Yes.
fields.
Yes.
Yeah, but we
Hard
had a
work.
great time. It was
Okay,
fun.
so generally speaking, how would you define success? Success.
I would absolutely, I don't unequivocally, success is if you feel you've done your absolute best at what you set out to do.
I love that. So it's not about perceptions or what other people think or don't think.
It's easy to go down that rabbit hole.
Oh,
And I'm not going to tell you that I've never done that. I do look up other people's numbers occasionally, but it's still, if you think you're doing your best, then you've been successful.
I could not agree with you more. You know, sometimes you just have to look in the mirror and say, job well done.
Yeah.
Job
And
well done.
sometimes you have to look in the mirror and go, you could have done better.
Or put on
Next time. Yeah.
put on your big girl
Yeah.
pants
Yeah.
and maybe do this
Yeah.
or do that.
Yeah.
You know, especially, and that's a great lead into the current market. So real estate,
Yeah.
business owner, as we sit here in this great establishment, mortgage lender, the market's been a little wonky and a little funky and a little volatile. And I mean, what do you do? What do you do when you kind of have to buckle down and get back to basics because things have changed? So how do you, maybe a better question would be, how do you stay relevant? How do you stay relevant when things are so uncertain around you?
That's a good question, and it's hard. I would say that you would have to be totally numb to not be affected by the current economic climate,
Yeah.
by turning on the news and seeing what's the headline, to listening to people around you being scared and frightful and
Yeah.
uncertain.
It's heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking. My 2 words this year are peace and faith, and I think it's just important in this environment
I love that.
to keep faithful and stay at peace. There's not a lot we can do about the big
Right.
items. But being relevant, I think, is staying with the basics, staying in contact with the people that are buttering your bread and that have been there for you time and time again by referrals and supporting you when they know the market's hard too.
They do.
But they don't give up on you, and they know it's hard, and they're still recommending you and referring you, and
So, good news, you're still in the business.
still in the business.
And
Plan to be for. It's funny because people question me all the time. How are you getting out of real? Are you still in real estate? It's like, yes, that's why. Real estate is my full-time, everyday job.
Gig.
Yes.
Although,
Am I part of West End? Yes, I'm a part of
here
it,
we
but-
are at, and
Yes.
and if you would walk into the other room, it's full. I mean, so blessed with
Very,
some,
oh my gosh, so
I mean-
blessed. And it's fun to be able to share. A lot of real estate agents come here, a lot of mortgage lenders come here, a lot of clients come here, and I have new clients because of here. And
Which
it's
is
fun
awesome.
to share the success
great.
of this with so many other people. I'm very
So-
appreciative, very thankful.
So then how would you distinguish yourself? How do you set yourself apart from your competitors? Because, here's the thing. Inventory's low. A lot of competition out there. So what makes you different? Why would I hire you over someone else?
That's a tough question because everybody is saying, well, I give good customer service. Well, I'm
Okay.
available 24/7, and okay, most every agent is that.
Yes.
Um,
Or they say they are.
Yeah. But I would say you have to go the extra mile. You have to provide staging. You have to provide follow-up. You have to provide communication after the fact. If there's a hiccup, you have to be able to overcome it. And how do you set that precedence before they've even signed on with you?
Yeah.
It is difficult, and that's where referral-based business comes into play. Where
Totally.
it's because they can tell them that you've been there the whole way. But it is about details at this point, because for a while there, you could show up and get a house or win it was easy.
Yeah.
And now the table is turned, and you need somebody who is a good negotiator, an advocate for you.
Yes.
In every sense of the word.
I love that.
Yes.
Negotiating, yes. Advocate, for sure.
And that has associations and affiliates that can support them to get to the closing table.
Yes.
Like a lender that can get you to the closing table and get it closed. Yes. And not every.
You mean like me?
Yeah. Not
Julie.
every lender is on a contract and you go, oh no,
Right?
not that lender.
I don't know.
No, but if we see you on the contract, it's like, okay, I know it's going to get to closing.
Yeah, we're going to get her done.
Communicate.
We're going to get her done.
And that's important.
Okay, so back to negotiating and communicating. Let's just talk about first-time home buyers. What a tough market for first-time home buyers.
I feel bad for them. It's hard.
You know what? It's hard.
But it's not impossible.
No?
That's the key word.
Okay,
it's not
so
impossible.
what makes it not impossible?
Because you have someone on your side. When you're working with an agent who has just the same passion and fire to get you a home as what you have to get one, you'll get there.
Yeah.
You may not get the first one. You may not get the second and third one. But you will get one, and you just have to be maybe a little more fluid. You have to, but that's my job to prepare you for the challenges. Your expectations need to be in check. But you'll get there. If you want a home, you can have a home.
But you also have to make sure that your own expectations, not you, that are in line, in check, that you listen to the professionals you're working with, whether it's you or me, to say, oh, this is what the market's bringing, what we're experiencing, etc.
And that is a challenge, because sometimes I have champagne tastes on a beer budget. But it's important to get in. Just get in at a beer budget. And then you don't have to stay there forever. No. That's a launch pad to what can come. So,
oh my gosh. And you know what? I really try to advise my clients, real estate is a good investment. So think about that. So you might buy this house, and you might then be ready for that next house, but you might want to keep this one.
Right.
As an investment property, before or as you grow a portfolio so that you're diversified. So we've been doing some of that, which has been so fun, super fun. So what's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you in real estate? Like, while you think about it, I'll tell you. I remember... Oh my gosh,
he was coming up to hug you.
It's a cameo. It's a cameo by my guest from yesterday.
Yeah.
So
that's funny.
And so back in the day, when I was showing houses, I actually walked in on someone who was like asleep. Like, you go to show the master bedroom and they're in bed.
Yes.
Yeah. Has anything like that happened?
I walked up and looked up the stairs.
Yeah.
And a gentleman had just gotten out of the shower, but had the towel over his head. And I was, thank God, quick enough to go. And we went back to the landing and said, we're here. And he's like, no, not now. I'm like, oh, okay. He had no idea.
Yeah, not now is...
I see you got your hair dried.
But I did not see anything else.
See a thing. Not a thing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, so you have so many hats that you wear. How do you find balance? You know, you're a multi-business owner. Owning a real estate business, you're owning a business, right?
Right.
So how do you find balance with all of this that you've got on your plate and on your shoulders?
You know, I get asked that all the time, and I will tell you I don't. But it's okay.
What? Yeah.
It's okay.
You have to be okay with that, right?
Yeah. You know what? Every day is exciting and new, and we're I just go out to win every day. And if that means winning here at West End, if that means winning in real estate, with any luck, I can win at both.
Yeah.
But I have to feel comfortable and know that I did everything that was on my platter that day. And if not, I either move it up to the next day or I take it off the platter. It shouldn't have been there in the first place. And I'm a lot better at delegating than I've ever been before.
I love that.
But maybe that comes with age.
You know what? We'll call it experience.
Okay.
So with
Heaven forbid we
experience,
talk age.
with experience, I have no idea what you're talking about.
We're
What?
cracking ourselves up.
So with experience,
Alcohol makes it look better.
oh, it does? Oh, all right. Let's cheers to that again.
Yeah.
Okay, so with experience, I think comes the comfort in knowing that
I agree.
everything won't be perfect, and it's okay. And it's okay to say no or no thank you sometimes.
Yes.
As long as you know that what needs to be in the right place is in the right place. I mean, that's what I would say.
And I would say the biggest thing to learn, embrace, and accept is that you're going to have disappointments, but you have to give less time to those
Yes.
disappointments than what you did previously.
Do you know what? I just read a book called Magnetic Wealth. Thank you, Dan Rawich. And it talks about what you attract. It's like the law of attraction. It's what you attract, right? Thoughts become things. And whether it's a God thing or it's a universe thing or it's I'm choosing to be a positive person so my negative aura doesn't come out. I'm a big believer in that.
Absolutely.
A big believer in that. Okay, so
Michael.
Michael behind the camera. Anyone that watches anything I do, they'll hear me say Michael, and they're probably going, "Who's Michael?"
Michael is behind the camera.
Michael's behind the camera. Okay, if you could spend time with anyone, like picking one person's brain,
Oh no.
yes, who would it be? For whatever reason, local, not local, celebrity, who would that be?
Oh my God.
I know. Isn't that a good one?
I would have rather you given me a heads up on that one. There were so many people.
Name one.
You know what I would love? I don't think this is political. I would like to, Dave Ramsey, I would like to talk to him.
Really? Oh my gosh. Okay, I've met him.
No way.
Yes. Okay, so you know how what movie? Elf. Santa. I know him. Dave Ramsey. I've met him. Yes. Super awesome.
I think he's just level.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't get excited. Like he's just matter of fact.
Yeah.
Like
He's like, yeah. Right?
And if you don't think I have, and this is him, if you don't think I have your best interest in mind, then we shouldn't be affiliated because if that's what you think of me.
Yeah,
then
exactly.
we're not on the right page.
I love
and
that,
I'm
Julie.
that way too. If you think I would do something to, anyway.
No.
I just really think he's interesting, and he's built this empire from nothing. And
It's an empire.
yeah, it's just
wow.
It's so fascinating. Yeah, and his whole family's in it.
Okay, so this is kind of fun. I know what my answer would be for me. If you could take a class to learn something, anything, what would it be? Like
Excel.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that is so boring.
Oh.
Give me something that's like interesting and fun. Okay, like I want to take an adult dance class. Not like an adult. With a pole and rubber bands. Wait a minute. Okay, how does that work?
We're not installing a pole at West End.
Oh,
just
you know what? That's it. I am not coming back. I am not coming back here. I mean, like tap or ballet or jazz.
No, I have too much that would wiggle. Doing that, I'm not doing that. No.
Excel, really? Okay. We're gonna leave.
Or social media, because I would like to know how people edit and cut and that'd be fun.
Okay, but you know what? We can hire people to do that. I don't want to know how to do that.
Oh, really?
I do not want to know.
knowing how to do everything. That's kind of one of my problems.
Oh, no. I
want to do it all.
I don't. I love to delegate. You know what? Here's the thing. And I learned this through coaching, actually. You have to find you have to find your superpower. And what I mean by that is, what do you love doing? What are you good at doing? And what's going to make you money? And that's your lane. Anything outside of that, you need to hire someone to do. Now, I'm not 100% good at that, but I'm just telling you. I mean, that's where I try to maneuver
That's the lane you try to stay in.
Well,
but you once in a while venture
I
over the yellow.
I don't
and the
know.
white.
Ask Michael. Michael might say, "Yeah, like Mom, you're in my lane." That is a possibility. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the biggest piece of advice that you've ever received, or the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Oh gosh, I've gotten so much.
I just want one.
Okay, I would tell you, my dad
Yeah.
said worry is a wasted emotion. That's one of my biggest ones.
He's adorable, by the way.
Yeah, but it's true, and I forget that. And then the other thing is, when you think everybody is thinking about you, think again. Because I think sometimes we get too wrapped up in they're gonna say that, or they're saying, and they aren't even thinking. They totally moved on past you, but you're still like.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
You know what? Someone told me a quote once. It's none of your business what other people think or say about you. Who cares?
My dad also said, if they're talking about you, you have bigger shoulders, you can handle it.
Yes.
Let them.
Yeah.
It's okay. Let them talk.
Okay, we're almost out of time.
Oh, that's so sad.
Is it?
So we'll have to drink more? Is that what?
Okay, time for a sip.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
cool.
so I have
All
one more question for you.
I thought we'd be done.
If you could go back to your younger self, whatever that is, a year ago, 5, 10, 20, I don't care. What would you tell yourself? What would you say to the younger you?
Have more faith.
Oh, I love that. So have more faith in self or have more faith in God, in the universe? Both?
Yep.
I agree 100%. I think also just be comfortable in your own skin and have confidence in whatever it is you're doing. And don't be, like you said, don't be so worried about what other people think or say. Who cares?
I think now with social media, it's a lot easier to get wrapped up in, well, they're doing this. And you have to be good with yourself. Your person.
Your person.
Your person.
Is there anything that we didn't cover that is important to you that you'd like to share with our awesome audience?
I will tell you the one thing that I've told my kids all the years growing up.
Yes.
And that I make good choices, no excuses, no regrets.
Oh.
So when you make a choice to not do something or to do something.
Right.
You made the choice.
Right.
You have to
No
accept
regret.
it.
Yeah.
You can't make an excuse for doing that because it was your choice, and you can't regret it. You have to learn from it and move on, or change the next choice. Yep. Make good choices. No excuses, no regrets. I'll say that to you now every time we get together.
Because I'll say
make good choices,
and I'll say
no excuses,
no regrets.
That's exactly what they do.
I love it.
Yes,
okay. On that note, I'm going to say. Thank you.
No, thank you.
I so enjoy you, Julie Tartaglia.
That's because we're just alike.
I know.
I enjoy you too.
We are.
We can thank Corky Grimes.
We're Corky. He's
like,
ignoring us on purpose.
Whatever.
Okay, so where can our viewers find you? If they wanted to say, I want a rock star real estate professional, or I want to go have a great martini, where would they find you?
You can go to tagteamre.com.
Tagteamre.com.
Yes. Or I'm not at the West End all the time, but I'm always here on Friday nights because we're really busy. But I pop in a lot.
You do?
Yeah.
It is rare that we pop in and you're not here. Actually.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, maybe that's why people go, are you in real estate? or that must be popping in at the same time that you're here.
Maybe.
No, but I have to say our food is really good. So if I'm hungry, I come here.
Yes.
And if I just need to have a glass of wine and take a breath, our bar is one that a woman can come and sit at and feel comfortable without feeling awkward. So,
well, other than our friendship, I appreciate your business partnership. I love that you trust me with your clients.
You are amazing.
Thank you. Mortgage lender, real estate. And so with that, I'm going to say it's a wrap. Thank you. I mean,
Thank you, Michael.
We could go. Thank you, Michael. We could go on forever. Thank you for joining High Trust Professionals podcast. I am Lynette Arrasmith, your podcast host. Don't forget to connect with us on social media. LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Oh, and go to hightrustprofessionals.com and you'll be able to see all of our episodes as they drop. See you next time.